Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews, doing the first beer out of my epic Taver beer haul. Pretty strange looking label there, although that's pretty true for most beers from this brewery. Anchorage Brewing Company, All Seeing. Barrel-aged mixed culture sour, finished on hand-picked Alaska blueberries. 7% ABV. Anyway, pour it into the fancy glass, and wow, that looks like Cabernet, or actually it looks like grape juice, because that is just like straight up just purple. It might look black on camera, and it's, as is the case with most sours, the head just fizzles away like a soda. If you listen close, you could probably hear it. So let's give the thing a smell. I would say like the acidity, the actual sourness is probably the most prominent, but those blueberries are in there too, so it has like this, almost like a Greek yogurt kind of a thing going, but no sweetness, I would say. No, it's just acidic. It's blueberry. It doesn't smell like wine, so you're not getting any, vinegary character, or, there's no grapes in this beer. It's blueberry, so, yeah. I don't really get Brett. This is more just straight up lactose sour. And I'd love to, pick up some individual malts and hops, but that's really rare on these types of beer. So let's dive in here. Cheers. Yeah. Well, that's a lot drier than I thought it was going to be. Wow. Well, with wild ales, the it's pretty rare you're going to get any residual sweetness on them. These are kind of like the opposite of the quick kettle sours. The kettle sours tend to be, it's not that they tend to be, but they can be, quite sweet, especially if you get the smoothie sours, where there's literally, fruit pulp in the can. This is the opposite. This is like a dry Cabernet or something. Yeah, so right away, as soon as the beer hits my tongue, just intense dry sourness. It's not like the same kind of sourness that you get in a Belgian lambic. I mean, I guess you could kind of consider this a fruit lambic, but it hasn't been aged for years in foeders, as far as I know. I think this is if I'm guessing, and I tried to look it up, but I couldn't really find that much information. It was probably aged for 6 months, a year tops in foeders. So you get the sour character, but it's not bourbon barrel, so you're not getting any of that spirit character. With foeders, the wood character tends to be pretty subtle, unless it's aged for years, like a Belgian lambic or something. I wish the blueberry was a little more prominent, because I would say this has a fruity flavor. I might go as far as to say it's almost a little too dry. Because I think the yeast ate up whatever sugar that the blueberries were laying down. I'd be curious, how long did they age it on blueberries for? Because it seemed, I don't know, maybe they might have aged it a little too long. Because I feel like there's not a whole lot of blueberry flavor left. There is a slight, there's some kind of off flavor there. It's fairly dry, almost like this kind of rubbery sensation. Like an astringency, I guess is what I mean. Yeah, and it has there's this acidic warmth in the throat. Definitely, a little, it's warming. It's not burning at all. And this is only 7% ABV, so I mean, it's, as strong as an IPA, but it's not to the point of some super imperial beer where you're going to get an alcohol burn. I think the warming sensation here is just coming from the bacteria. I would say the sourness on this one is pretty high. I'd probably put it at, medium high sourness, maybe straight up high sourness. I have had other beers that were even more sour than this. Actual body and mouthfeel, the body is probably about medium, but the carbonation is very low, almost to the point of being still, but doesn't feel watery in my mouth or anything like that. All right, so before we get to the score, gotta plug Tavor. This was $10 on there, which I think is a good deal considering it came all the way from Alaska, and it's it's a sour. And in a bottle, if it was a sour in a can, they tend to be, a little bit cheaper. But when you put it in a bottle, it has like this fancy, expensive quality to it. So scan that QR code. It'll take you right to the app. Use my referral code. I forget the numbers, but they're in there. And that'll get you $10 off your first purchase. So my score for the Anchorage All-Seeing. This beer is good. It's not nearly as good as I thought it was going to be. Mostly because it's just a fruited sour and it's not like a true wild ale. I guess you would have to judge this as like a mixed culture, not a specialty. But anyway, yeah, it's good. It's not great. So I'm going to go 7 out of 10 for the All-Seeing. Even the label is only okay. I love their comic book labels, but this one's it's kind of weird. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for Cider Saturday. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.